is? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the new bold agendas that did get released in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Is it worth you guys going and grinding for Steph Curry, or is it not worth your time? Now, the first thing I see is there's nothing that says excluding challenges, which is nice. So, like, win 4 games using 10 Warriors players. You can go into the free throw challenge, get that done. Is super easy. Obviously, dunks, points in the paint, threes, all of those things need to get done. But what I'm seeing right here is none of these challenges look super difficult. Like, this is maybe the most difficult one. Clutch time online or clutch time offline 4-pointers, but even that doesn't seem too bad. Make 53 pointers over multiple triple threat online games, easy to do. Win 4 games again, easy. Dunks over multiple games, easy. Points in the paint over multiple games. I try to combine those, dunks, points in the paint, get both them done. And then 53s with power forwards over multiple games. Like, these are easy. The 25 steals in multiple single player games isn't the easiest, but as far as these challenges overall, am I crazy for thinking they're easy? Like, I think these challenges are so easy. Now, on the flip side, guys, you do have to be able to go into online games to get Steph Curry. And so that is a little more difficult, and even for Julius Randle. But if you load into a triple threat online game right now, I bet your opponent's going to let you do whatever you want. Whether you want to get dunks, whether you want to get threes, they're probably going to let you do whatever you want because they're probably going to do the same thing. Even in clutch time online, you find the right opponent, they're going to let you shoot wide open threes. Now, I'd try to combine Pistons rebounds as well as 25 steals in one game. Like, or in one challenge. That's what I would try to combine. And then obviously, if you wanted to, you can combine that with power forward threes. But get boards in triple threat offline. Get steals, triple threat offline. Combine it with power forward threes. Again, it doesn't really matter who your power forward is. But I mean, just some good options like TyDeBo, good option to get, obviously those threes with. And then for Pistons rebounds, again, just search by Pistons players. You don't want to run a big, so like Ben Wallace is a pretty good option probably for that. And then just get steals as you do go through things. Do I think the grind's worth it for Steph Curry? Honestly, I don't know. Because I don't know how long this is all going to take. If I had to guess, I would say a few hours for this whole thing to get done. That's my guess. A few hours, 3 to 4 hours, which if you're good at the game. To me, that's not bad for a free dark matter, Steph, as well as a lot of Galaxy opals that can really benefit and help your squad. Now, with that being said, I mean, 3 hours, that's kind of still a long grind. It is still going to take you a little bit, but you have 13 days to do this. And honestly, guys, you can just play the game like you normally do, not even focus on these things, and see if you get some of these things done. For example, points in the paint over multiplayer games, dunks over multiple games. I can do some of those things in MyTEAM Unlimited, which is my main grind as it stands right now. Like, I've been grinding Unlimited more than anything, and I can do those things in MyTEAM Unlimited as I am grinding the game. So that's just the other thing to think about. Even if you're in triple threat offline, you could still grind the game. Just throw a gold Pistons players in there to get rebounds. Maybe get some natural steals in single player games, and you are going to be just fine. Now, if you do not want to grind all of this, if you don't want to go and grind all of this, I get it. I'd focus on this grind right here. This grind, 25 steals over multiple single player games. Is that a long grind? Sure. But like for me right now, like I said, I need threes with some power forwards. I mean, that's probably just going to happen naturally. And then rebounds with Pistons players. But if I use a lineup like this, I'm just going to throw out and then a gold Pistons player because I want to lower the matchmaking a little bit. But if I run a lineup, let's say like this, I mean, my Terry's going to get some steals. My Ben Wallace is going to get some rebounds and hopefully steals, and so is my Andre Drummond. But my goal is just to get a couple of steals in this game, a few rebounds with Pistons players, and before you know it, I'm going to be well on my way. Now, obviously, again, this is probably one of the easier challenges to do. Triple threat offline, always so easy to do. But even like the steals, again, Derrick Rose not going to be the easiest guy to get steals on, but you just got to hope you get lucky once in a while. That's really what it comes down to. Got to hope you time up your right stick ripper, then you get the loose ball that obviously does come from that, and go from there. Otherwise, again, it's going to be a long grind. Like, if you don't obviously go for steals, that's going to be tough because that's going to be probably your toughest grind to get done. Now, again, why am I combining it with Pistons rebounds? Because why not? Again, that's some of your tougher probably grinds is those single player ones. The online ones, I feel like you can all do together. But even there, I almost got a steal. So close. I didn't get it, but it was so close to being a steal. So that's kind of what I would prioritize first, getting the offline stuff done, because that's what I don't like the most. I despise playing offline modes. So if I can do these offline challenges, especially the steals challenge, I think the steals challenge is probably the worst challenge to have to do. Obviously, I've gotten a couple with Terry, but and again, if you don't have Terry, you can use somebody else. It's okay. But this is probably the worst part of the grind. The rest of the grind, honestly, to me, doesn't seem that bad. But I play online mode, so that's obviously part of it as well. Like, if you don't play online modes, I can get how you don't like this grind. I can get how you think this grind is horrible if you really despise going into online modes. But part of it is you have to go into online and offline modes. It's not like, oh, Ty, you just have to go into online. It's all online. I don't like playing offline modes really, and I've got to go in here to offline modes and get some things done. So it does work both ways. It does, go both ways as well. And so that's one thing I do want you guys to think about here. And again, even if I only get a couple of steals in this game, it's okay. I'm gonna get a couple of steals, gonna hopefully get a couple of rebounds, knock down some threes, and then be well on my way for my next game. Like that's all okay. Again, shoot the ball, whatever, get a rebound, and we'll leak out. And again, be on our way. The steals, probably the toughest challenge to do, but I would say this, I think OG's outside of Steph, probably the most worth it. So that's kind of why I'm showcasing how I go about getting the steals, because for a lot of you guys, if you don't have the time to go and get Steph, I get it. Like, I totally do I get it. So go and get the steals with whoever you want. And again, if you can combine it with rebounds with Pistons players, maybe some threes with power forwards, you can add some other players to your collection. But that's the first thing I would grind. Get the steals done and then go from there. Then decide if you want to play online or not. But that's just kind of the way I would go about things. Because for me, obviously I do want to go get Steph. I'm going to go get Steph. But my main goal right now is getting the steals done. Because once I get the steals done, I feel like the rest of this grind, for me at least, is not going to be super hard, not going to be super difficult, because I like playing online modes in general anyway. So that's just kind of my point of view on this grind. Again, Terry's going to knock down some threes, going to get some steals, and then I'll show you guys exactly where I'm at. But that's just kind of the way I approach this. Combine as many things as possible in online modes. Again, the dunks and points in the paint are what I'm trying to combine. Here, I'm trying to get rebounds, steals, threes with power forwards, because Terry does have power forward eligibility. That's really what I'm working on right here. And that's just one of the things, not only for these agendas, but for all agendas that you can try to combine. Again, if you're grinding for Glenn Rice, you can do a lot of this in triple threat online. And if that's the mode you're grinding for Glenn, awesome. If you're grinding for it in triple threat offline, awesome. Again, you're going to get some MT as well as everything else as you are grinding the game, which is just icing on the cake, honestly. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it does help out just that little bit. As you guys are seeing, I'm struggling to shoot with Terry a little, but it's my fault. It's not the game's fault. It's my fault at the end of the day. I've got a green. This last shot with Terry, man, this is taking me way longer than I thought it would. Terry D, green light. So I got a couple of steals, got a couple of rebounds, most importantly with Terry D, knocked down some threes, and I'm well on my way towards getting the dark matter Steph. It will be interesting to see how long it does take me in total. Again, I like to consider myself decent at the game, so I feel like for a lot of other people, it is going to take you guys maybe slightly longer. But again, at the end of the day, you're going to get rewarded with some MT. You're going to level up. You're going to do all those things as you're grinding Steph Curry. And honestly, a free dark matter Steph, I'll take it every day of the week. So as you guys can see, rebounds going up, steals going up, threes going up. And once I get those done, then I just got to get points in the paint, dunks in online modes. Maybe I'll do some offline, some online, switch between the two. But again, for this challenge, 10 Warriors players. If you don't have 10 Warriors players, a little bit of an issue, but just go into this free throw challenge with 10 Warriors players, knock down a couple of free throws. And again, you can knock out those 4 games super quick, super easy. For me, that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to start my grind for the dark matter Steph. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.